We were somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold. Wait! We can't stop here. This is bad country.
He's complaining about having pulp and orange juice, but there's no pulp in his orange juice.
There's no pulp in the orange juice. And here you are making Sopranos references, saying, oh, I like some pulp. When in fact...
Yo, orange juice with no pulp. Pulp with no orange juice. Ah.
And we're live.
Hello, welcome back.
Man, I'm still eating some cheese. Hold on. Let me just...
I gotta get into character.
Yeah, I gotta get into character. Let me just eat one more cheese stick. I'm sorry. I need my little pre-podcast snack.
It's okay, we can cut this.
You had plenty of time to go in the kitchen and get yourself a fucking cheese string. You had more than enough time before we started recording.
You waited till we hit record.
Last week I had Baby Bell. This week I got pepper jack string cheese. For people who are unaware, I am in fact lactose intolerant. But do I care? Nah.
It's all in your head, man.
It's true. Alright.
Anyways, we were getting down to task brax.
Are we good now?
I think so.
Okay.
So we'll just
Are we good?
we'll just cut the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's pretty sufficient. Trying to be professional here.
Can I have one more cheese stick before we start?
No. All right, hello, welcome back to our second session.
Second session
of Bat Country.
If you made it this far, I'm sorry for the last episode. The audio was not great. I think that's on me. I think I had the wrong mic input selected. So, just throwing it out there, keeping it real. But we got all fixed now. Should sound crisp, clean, superfluous.
You see, we're both bald, so we guess you could call us Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean.
That being said, we have actually were successful in posting our first recording.
Hell yeah, we had like 27
Everybody
views
give a
on
round of
YouTube.
applause.
Everyone, yeah, round of applause.
Guys, let's do some stretches before we strain a muscle.
Pat ourselves on the back.
Pat ourselves on the back. I don't want to strain anything.
I mean, God. Yeah.
Dang it.
I feel pretty good about that first episode, to be honest. It was a lot of fun to edit. I miss editing a lot.
Now you got another one to edit.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to edit this one.
Round 2, baby.
All right, so that's right. Saturday. I didn't have any topics to write down. Do you guys have anything you thought about wanting to talk about today?
I did. Also, this is kind of unrelated to anything I'd written down, but on my way in here, I saw I'm not sure if they're like cutting trees or branches, but they were on the train tracks as you come into town, and they had driven a truck out on this old rickety ass wooden bridge from the late 1800s.
Oh yeah, the one just outside the town right next to this one.
Yeah, it was kind of it's a little bit a couple miles after, but it's right before you get into the city proper. Mm-hmm. And there was 2 trucks out there, and I'm like, that would fucking suck to drive a truck out of there, because they're 50 feet up in the air, 40 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, that bridge does not look seaworthy.
Oh man.
But I saw that, I'm like, oh, what the fuck are they doing?
Those some good timbers.
I'm not sure if they were repairing the tracks or they were just trimming repairing the lines or trimming trees that maybe were growing over the tracks. But I saw that on the way in. I'm like, oh.
Well, it was sketchy nonetheless.
Still, yeah, I was concerned for the safety of those workers.
Are you a fucking OSHA rat? You gonna fucking snitch on them to OSHA?
Sir, is this OSHA compliant? Is this bleach drinkable?
I sure hope it is.
Yeah, all bleach is drinkable if you believe enough. But yeah, had a pretty good week. Nothing super crazy. Had a day off midweek. Had a Thursday off.
Yeah, how'd you spend your Thursday?
I spent my Thursday changing the spark plugs on my car, and now it runs significantly better now that it's firing on all cylinders.
Literally.
Literally. But my fucking doctor that I work for, the man's got jokes because he bought himself a Tesla like 6 to 8 months ago, and we were talking. He's like, "Oh yeah, what are you doing on your day off?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I gotta change my spark plugs." He's like, "Spark plug? That's for a combustion engine, right?" I was like, "Fuck you, guy, Mister. I can afford a Tesla. It's a nice car though, but I don't think I'd ever buy one."
Someone's Tesla exploded in their parking lot.
Hell yeah!
That's pretty fucking punk rock, dude.
Did they go to the moon?
Was the IRA behind it?
So, 2 games I've been playing this week.
Oh, yes.
Please.
You were
indulge
playing
us.
one of them when I walked in here.
Yes.
You played, okay, for context here. I came home from work. I got home from work with your copy of Resident Evil Village.
That's right.
Around probably I got home maybe around I want to say 4:30 with your copy of RE8. You played it. From the time I got home, you probably got it installed probably around 5 is when you first booted it up. You played it till 3 a.m.
Yes, that is correct.
And then you woke up at 7? And played it until what time did you get here, Rye Guy? 4 o'clock?
4:45.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get up till around 9, actually.
Oh, I thought you got. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Rise and grind gamers.
But yeah, I've been playing, it came out yesterday. Been playing the hell out of Resident Evil 8. I'm almost finished with it. I was still playing it when Raya Guy, I'm trying to remember, we can cut this out.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Raya, but
It's fine. We've already committed, and I think I already came up with the name, like a new internet handle. Gonna be launching that soon. So.
all right, cool.
So I'll just I wasn't planning on using my real name on this, but then we kind of just started using it. It's defaulted to it. I'm like, fuck it.
That's the way to go about it. So tell us more. What is some of the highlights of the game so far, without giving any spoilers? What is some things that really stand out to you that is new and fun?
The environment probably. That's kind of a tough question. What really stand out to me? I mean, it's basically Resident Evil 7, but taking place somewhere different. New plot, new characters.
It looks a lot smoother than RE7.
A lot smoother, yes.
Because it wasn't 7 the first one actually on the new RE engine that we've gotten everything else on since then.
I'm playing on the PlayStation 4. It's running really smooth.
Oh yeah, I saw you play that boss battle with the fire.
Yeah.
Those fire textures looked fucking crisp.
How is it? Because I heard that the PS4 was running at a weird 48 frame FPS. It's not 30 and it's not 60. Does it feel weird at all, or did you even notice?
There were a couple instances where it felt weird. Some of the textures were having a hard time loading in.
Oh, you get pop in or
Yeah.
the.
Other than that, it's pretty good though.
Sweet.
Let's see what I wanted to see. It reminds me a lot of Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, that's even just because I haven't played it yet, but even from the trailers, it looked like the same vibe, if you would.
Yeah, the same vibe. Going to a European place.
Yeah, in the middle of the woods.
In the middle of the woods, and you got your castle.
Spooky natives. Not south, but Russian-looking dudes.
It's really great, and you also have a merchant.
Ooh, what do you sell? What do you buy?
And that one's really I really like the system for the merchant. You can actually buy ammo in this game.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit more actiony in that sense.
Yeah, it does feel more actiony. I think even more than maybe 7.
Okay.
I haven't played 7 in a while, but yeah, pretty much. Though I usually don't buy ammo unless I like really need
Yeah.
to. But it's there, you know. But yeah. Also, another interesting thing something new that they added in the merchant thing, is you can shoot animals,
Okay.
get some meat, and you go to the merchant and he makes these special type of meals.
Soups.
So
Yeah.
it's a soup game?
So
It's a
it's
soup.
also God, man. Everything's a soup game.
You know, if you think about it, you know, Call of Duty is a soup game because the ingredients are the bullets, and you put the bullets in your gun, and then you make soup.
There you go.
Deadly soup.
There you go.
Death soup. Everything is a soup.
Everything's a soup game. The ocean's a soup. That's why Bioshock's a soup game.
It's true. Flamethrowers, that's like spicy soup.
Spicy soup.
Spicy soup.
Hell yeah.
They brought back the briefcase system.
Ooh.
The only problem I have with it is that it's transparent.
Oh, does the game still keep going? Does it pause the game while you're in the briefcase, or does the game keep going on around you?
No, it doesn't do that.
Okay.
It pauses when you're in menu.
Yeah.
And you can mess around with your items in the briefcase like you would in Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
But like what I liked, it was just like the aesthetic of it, you know.
Yeah, it had that-
just made you go fucking OCD.
Yeah, and they get everything to
Yeah.
fit. Do you still have the same like chess system from 7 where if like, oh man, like I can swap I bought this gun, but I picked up another gun, but I don't have what if I find a new gun and I'm not gonna have room for it? I find this herb and I can't carry it with me. Like, can you put like items
Nope.
in your store? Oh, so it's
Nope.
only what you have on you. There's no like safe house where you can drop gear off.
Nope.
And so okay.
That was only in Resident Evil 2 and only in Resident Evil 2, I believe.
Okay, wasn't there
Actually, no. Never mind. I'm a liar. I am a liar.
was that in,
I
Caught in
just-
4K.
Yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, that is in Resident Evil 7 as well.
yeah? Because I remember being in 2, but I could have
It just dawned to me. I apologize.
Yeah.
You put like 70 hours in like or more in RE7. Like I remember you beat the game like 4 times and then you beat all the DLC at least once.
I mean, like I said, it's been a while.
It's
though.
true.
Also, I noticed like a lot of the weapons seem to be like, because like in RE7, all the weapons seem to be like stuff you'd actually find in like the bayou, like a double barrel shotgun or like pump action shotgun and just a pistol, maybe a revolver and shit like that. But I noticed in RE8, like you start off with like your starting pistol, which is like your military grade pistol, and then you pick up that shotgun from the villagers. But then it looks like you got some more military weapons. Like I noticed you got like a fucking sniper rifle and an assault rifle and shit like that. Like looks like you got like an AR and shit like that.
Yeah, those are all standard weapons in Resident Evil. Yeah, you always start off with your pistol, then your second you get your shotgun.
And of course the samurai edge at some point.
And yeah, at some point, and then it becomes Metal Gear Rising.
So have you encountered the Ricardos yet?
The wolves?
No, you see that someone modded all the wolves to be Ricardo.
Oh my! I have to see that.
And then someone also put Thomas the Tank Engine's face on the big titty vampire lady.
Oh man.
And here's to think we couldn't make her any sexier.
God, I know, right? Man, I want to fuck that train.
I will say so. Since they brought, I think since 7 when they brought the cat and mouse kind of tanky type character.
Like the persistent following enemy.
It wasn't as tedious. Like I'd say, it took me to go through the castle area, like maybe like an hour,
Okay.
2 hours. Not that long. And in that course of time, of course, you have the vampire, lady vampire, like chasing you around. Which also another thing I do want to talk about. Like I find it interesting. Okay, so in Resident Evil 2, the remake.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're running around in different areas, you can hear him stomping around.
Yeah, so you can have an idea of where he's coming from.
Yeah, so you have an idea of where you're coming from. But yeah, because this tyrant or mutant monster of a vampire woman, because she's more ladylike.
Yeah.
They're there, but it's not prominent.
Right, it's a little bit more ghost-like and
Yeah,
just like floating through the halls.
but you do hear it. And
Okay.
It is. Yeah, I thought that was pretty
It's a
interesting.
nice little like subtle touch. It's not
Yeah.
like stomping around.
Yeah.
You know, I saw on Instagram that made me crack up about Resident Evil. So I saw Zachary from Antidona
Yeah.
was playing it, and he was like, when Lady in the Vampire Lady Show, he goes, "Oh, I'm a sexy witch." Stompy, stompy, stomp.
Stompy.
But yeah, the game looks like a hell of a bunch of fun. I remember when I first saw the trailer, I was like, "Is this Bloodborne?" Because it look, and I know how much you love Bloodborne.
I love Bloodborne.
Are you getting a little Bloodborne vibes from it at all, or?
I mean,
Because there are beasts and there's a lot of blood.
I don't think I really got Bloodborne vibes. Like it has. I mean, you know,
Like gothic
spooky
elements.
castles.
They live in the same
village,
area code.
You know, werewolves and stuff. I don't think I've gotten a Bloodborne kind of vibe. I mean, you know, you know, all the aesthetics are there, but I don't know.
It's like, yeah, definitely they're in the same area code, but not necessarily
Yeah.
like, oh, look at these two, they're the same.
So is it explained why she's a vampire? Or is that spoilers?
Spoilers.
All right, yeah. All right.
I am really, really looking forward to playing it. Like, I saw some stuff. Like, I'm trying to avoid, like, I know, like, a bunch of, like, YouTubers that I follow, like, they posted, like, their videos, like the Sphere Hunter, she posted her video, and,
I can't wait to watch Pat play it.
Indie Mouse or whatever, Indie Mouse, or how the Australian dude, how the fuck you say his name. Cool dude. But anyways, I've been avoiding, like, everything about it. I saw, like, a couple things, I'm like, all right, I'm fucking sold on it. When I have time, I'm just gonna dive into this, but until then, I'm gonna avoid everything.
I am having a grand time playing this. You're gonna like it.
I can't wait to watch Pat play it because Pat's was the one who like introduced me like RE games. The YouTuber Pat Stares At from old Super Best Friends fame, now Castle Super Beast, and he tweeted out that like the game is a little easy. It seems. Are you experiencing any of that? Like it seems like it's kind of easy.
I would say so. Like I'm going through it pretty, like fairly. I want to say, yeah.
Are you on, like, normal difficulty?
Yes.
Like, what do you, okay.
Yeah, normal difficulty. Yeah, and I kind of feel like I'm kind of like almost breezing through it.
Okay.
Kind of.
So
It's just taking me long because I like exploring.
Yeah, you're taking your time with it and
You know,
enjoying it. No need to rush.
I do feel like I haven't died as many times as I usually do in the other ones.
Okay. Do you have, like, do you think that's, like, intentional where, like, you don't die so it doesn't kill the pacing, but, like, you get that, like, near-death experience, like, oh, fuck, I'm down to my last bullet, you know, the enemy took away my last little fraction of health, I don't have any herbs, I gotta get back to, like, where I can heal or whatever, and it builds that sense of, like, tension, but doesn't actually kill you and, like, kill the pacing. You know, or that just maybe
I
coincidental.
don't know if that makes any sense.
I was gonna say that's a little all over the place.
you know what I mean? It's like where the games, especially like linear games, if you keep dying, the action set pieces are designed typically in such a way where like you have that heightened sense of like tension and like, oh, I could die, but you breeze through it. It's really cool. Like say in an Uncharted game when you have a huge action moment, if you die over and over and over and over again, it's like fuck this. Like it takes you out of that moment and you just want to get past. Oh shit. Am I making any sense?
Yeah,
I guess
is this tracking?
Yeah, kinda, but
I'm not sure if it applies to Resident Evil 8, but like, you get what I'm saying?
I mean, it is no Uncharted, and
Right.
the thing
no.
is about Resident Evil games, as you know, as linear as their plot is, or you know, the style, they always want to bring a challenge.
Right.
That's the kind of thing, and that challenge is having to go through uncharted territory, and pretty much as you progress through the game, your ammo starts to get more scarce, and it's all about how to conserve ammo, you know, finding what you can, and you know, usually they'll bring hordes of enemies and stuff, and bosses like super tanky and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you gotta
So
play
there's
smarter.
always an element of challenge in that in Resident Evil games.
Right, like, yeah.
And at least some point from my experience playing Resident Evil games, there's always somewhere where I get very stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, you got there last night.
Did I? What was
You,
I?
you kept dying. And you were getting you were getting a little mad. It looked like, or either that, or you're having a hard time with a puzzle.
I don't remember, but
Because you kept like I like looked over at you and you kept going, oh, God, oh, and because I every time like because like you know how like the PS4 controllers have that back button, the back light that tells you like where your health's at. Like I would see like you'd be going all around your like thing would be like the regular like white or green color, and I'm like, oh, that's over there's having a good time. And I saw you got in red, and then every time like it would like flash red and white every time you died, and I would just go, ugh, and like I look at the corner of my eye, and I just kept seeing like it flash, and you just kept getting like more and more frustrated. But it was only for like a short period of time, maybe like 5 minutes.
like yeah, was it this morning?
Yeah, maybe. I time's relative, so.
Yeah, you were taking a long nap, so you also took, yeah, but yeah, there was 2 parts where I kind of got frustrated, but it did take me as long
As it normally would in
as
like
it
previous
normally
games.
would, you know. One thing I will say though I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because this is something that people had talked about when coming to Resident Evil 4, is that so if it you know so like I said before, they like to bring a challenge, but if it's too much of a challenge, there's like this secret kind of difficulty. Like every time you die, the game will make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, it has the like adaptive difficulty.
Yeah, and it will do that. That's what they did in I believe Resident Evil 4, and I haven't looked up if they continued doing that in the other Resident Evil games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they did that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but as interesting as that is, but it does give you when you die like a certain amount of times, it'll prompt you an option if you want to change your difficulty settings, and that's always kind of frustrating because you're just like, no, I don't.
I remember it did that all the time in Devil May Cry. 'Cause as much as I like those games, I'm not very good at them. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. It's the difficulty I chose, and I'm fucking sticking with it.
Oh man, but
And I rage my way through. But yeah, like it's obviously it's not like a Dark Souls or anything. It's not supposed to be like insanely difficult or a Bloodborne or whatever. But yeah, I was kind of saying, that's like a game design thing. I kind of actually lost my thought where I was going with that. But it overall, basically, it feels like easier than previous games. Like the enemies are like less tanky, or like there's like more resources, or how so?
I think the enemies, especially Resident Evil 7, they're less tanky.
Yeah, I absolutely cannot stand tanky enemies in games. It's like it grinds my gears so hard.
But it is. I am having fun with it, regardless, and then it's definitely going to get a replay.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna replay it on like a harder difficulty?
Maybe. I don't know if I can give like 100% a good critique of the video game as of currently.
Yeah.
But
it's fun.
it's a fun game. That's my consensus about it. It's a fun game.
It's fun. Go play.
It's fun.
I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe in the next couple of weeks.
Speaking of games that are near and dear to your heart, what's the other game you've been playing this week?
Actually, 3 games I've been playing this week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 3.
So yeah, I've been
Count
playing. I still have to finish playing Nier Replicant.
Yes.
I'm having fun with that one. I never got to play Nier Replicant before, so I'm going through it fresh. But I have played Nier Automata, and I absolutely love that game.
I think when I get around to playing Nier, I'm probably gonna like play Replicant and then play that through that and then jump straight from Replicant to Automata.
There you go.
I think that's my plan. Also, if you want to play like the original like Nier from like was it 2008 or whatever, I have an Xbox copy if you want.
Oh, nice. I think I'm good.
If you want to play as Dad Nier, and have
Yeah.
a much more janky combat system.
I think somebody already made a mod for that.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Reddit, where someone modded the model for
Yeah.
Daddy Nier.
But yeah, I'm having a good time with it.
Daddy near for your high.
There you go.
Heck yeah. So, other than Nier, how's your photography portfolio coming along?
I'm about to go put my application to college, and
It's just photocopies of your feet.
no, that's not where we were going with. But
So what is it actually?
put in an application for photography and just send them all my Pokemon Snap photos.
Look at this Pikachu. Look how cute he looks on this
Look,
surfboard.
look at the shot composition, the color gradient,
I
it's
had,
perfection.
yeah, I've been having fun with that one too.
That was like a game I grew up playing, like original Pokemon Snap. And then when the new Pokemon Snap came out, I was like, hey, we should get this. And I played like through like the first level, and then I was like, here you go, Ness. And she's like, oh, okay. And you started playing it, and then you're just like, it's all coming together. Taking pictures and shit. Feel like
I love it because you could go through the same level and then find something like a little bit different, or you can try like, oh, what if I do this, or I do this, and you unlock, you find new Pokemon and you find new expressions and poses and stuff like that. So I got pretty kind of immersed with that. I never played Pokemon Snap before, so I was like, oh. It is funny though, because I was looking on YouTube and I found this one YouTuber who was like, don't buy Pokemon Snap, and was like this is such good. You guys are so fucking stupid. Don't fucking buy this piece of crap on Pokemon Snap. And it's just like, man,
It's a fun, relaxing photo game.
like, it's like if he probably might have had good reasons as to be like not to buy Pokemon Snap, and or
Yeah.
be like like we should talk about how we should just stop trying to sell nostalgia and stop with these remakes of games and stuff like that.
but it's a great remake. Like not even a remake. It's just like more like
Like a sequel.
like it's like because the first Pokemon Snap just had like the original like 100 and however many Pokemons, and now this one has like all the new Pokemon up until like Sword and Shield, and it's just so fucking cool to like see the world be like that much more filled with Pokemon. And also I brought this fact to you guys off pod last week, like, you know how fucking terrifying it would be to like live in the Pokemon universe?
Oh yeah.
And then like every like year you just step outside and like 100 new Pokemon just appear. Like you're walking through the grass one day and like all you're encountering is like Pidgeys and Rattats. And then fucking you go back out and then like fucking like Deoxys emerges from the fucking shit. You know how much that would suck?
It's like here we go again. I'm not really like well versed in the Pokemon lore or universe, but aren't pretty much all the Pokemon like friendly? Is there any like aggressive type Pokemon? Okay.
Yeah. But it is interesting because it never occurred to me that there's still like a predator and prey dynamic in the Pokemon world.
Yeah.
Like playing through it, I saw like a fucking Magikarp and doing this little thing in the water, and a Pidgeot coming in and swooping in and taking him away, like just chilling, and the next thing you know, just
Dinner.
Yeah, and also it's weird how like there's no like regular livestock in the Pokemon universe, and there are like meat products in the Pokemon universe. So it's like you killed that cute little milk tank to make your Borga.
I mean, it's an animal fighting game. It's like, hey, we're gonna take these two not dogs and have these two not dogs have a not dog fight in our basement.
if I lived in the Pokemon world, I'd probably go vegetarian, maybe.
Fuck it, I want to know how that Pokemon tasting though. Yo, Psyduck, come here.
Hey, a nice
Not
succulent glaze, maybe with a set of rice.
Become Hannibal Lecter, but only eating Pokemon.
Pokemon.
The boss of the past.
That would be kind of perfect though, because there's always new Pokemon. Like you said, like literally every year, like there's a new delectable dish I can try this season.
Also, have you ever seen those pictures that like circulate? That has been circulating on the internet for probably past couple of years, like maybe like last year or two, where it shows like Ash Ketchum holding Pokemon, and then them showing like the weight of that Pokemon that he's just nonchalantly carrying on his shoulders.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh look, he's carrying this one Pokemon that is like, yeah, it's really small, but the thing weighs like 600 pounds.
Man built different.
Or like a picture of Brock holding a Geodude when a Geodude weighs like a ton. Like, Jesus
Just
fuck.
casually holding him. Maybe gravity works different in the Pokemon universe.
Maybe.
So, I mean, that could
That's
be...
a theory.
There we go.
A game theory. Literally a game theory.
And also, like, you know how there's a whole thing of like, which Pokemon could you in theory
No,
fuck?
don't go there.
Do you like
Don't
like,
go there.
how
No, stop,
how rampant is that
dude.
in the Pokemon universe? How
I
many
veto
like
this
fucking
conversation.
weirdos you have? Your Hannibal Lecters eating random Pokemons, and you got the fucking Degens just like sticking their dicks in things.
Of course, Ryan would want to bring up
Um,
the idea of
It
fucking
has
Pokemon.
nothing to do with the horny. We already broached the topic of like, hey, you know, the Hannibal Lecter, every new Pokemon every year.
Ryan's horny for a Pokemon.
I am fucking.
I think Ryan might be a closeted furry.
I'm gonna fucking beat your dick off.
Not to Pokemon, though.
How dare you, sir? The only thing worse you could call me it would be a communist. Next to say, I'm a communist furry. Get the fuck out of my house.
You are a libtard, though.
Enemy spotted.
Anyways,
Don't ever talk about Pokemon fucking on this podcast.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you didn't have to go there.
I didn't have to, but I chose to incite interesting conversation. But you guys ain't here for that, so it's fine. It's fine. Moving on though. What the fuck are those like Ninrods? What are those called? Those like figures? They're like
Nendoroids?
yes. I bought one of those recently.
These things are kind of pricey.
They're a little bit spendy.
They're but they're good quality.
They're good quality
So,
and
like you get your money's worth.
yeah, especially if it's like something you like really care about.
Yeah, you can find like I think like the cheapest you can get is like $60.
I
And for the quality of it, it's not really bad.
I'm like low key kicking myself because I found like Link and a horse for like $30, Kratos for like $18.
Is it on Amazon?
It was, and then they
that's a scam.
they are.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Be
didn't buy them.
Yeah, be careful. When you ever see an Android that ridiculously cheap, look who the seller is or who the buyer is.
Okay,
Double check on that. I've
like
been
reviews
hearing,
and stuff.
Yeah, I've been hearing stories about people getting ripped off for
Oh.
finding Nendoroids.
Okay, usually I'm pretty good about checking the seller when I'm buying from Amazon. If it's like anything over like $20, I'm like, where is this actually coming from? But that's good to know because I saw them like, oh, that's a really good deal, and I put them in like a wish list thing. And like a week later, I was like looking through it, and they jumped up like $60. They went from like $20 to like $90, and I'm like,
Huh.
oh, okay,
That's weird.
Yeah, so if that's true, that like people are like, are they not like getting, like, are they getting like knockoff ones, or what's going on with that?
I'm not really. I've been hearing people talk about it, and the quality. Yeah, they get like not the quality.
Just like cheaply 3D printed
The cool
ones.
part about Nindroids is you can like interchange out like the faces and the hands and the legs and the feet, put them in cool little poses. But I saw some like cheap knockoff ones where like the pieces don't stay in very well, and it
Yeah.
kind of doesn't support its own weight.
Mhm.
It's like Mega Blocks to Lego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Mega Blocks are the real OGs. Because
Mega Blocks had the cooler shit, but they weren't as high quality.
like, do you want to build a Lego Halo tank? Fucking here you go, buddy.
and they had the cool articulation
Mm-hmm.
and like the cool stuff. But like Lego was like the through line was a higher quality product. Anyways, I ordered one from the actual website, and I kind of feel like a dumbass because like, first off, I got Lucifer, CEO of Hell, from Helltaker.
Nice.
They came out with that one. And I'm like, I can't not get this because I fucking love Helltaker. It's
Nice.
probably one of like my top 10 of all time games. Even though it's like it's a really simple puzzle game, but just like everything about it is just so perfect.
Is it the anime demon waifu girl?
Yes, where the peak himbo's like, I'm gonna go to hell and get a harem of demon girls. it's peak himbo, and I love it. But free on Steam, definitely check it out. Give the artist some love. He's on Twitter. I think they're on Twitter. Also, if you buy, like, you can pay $10 and get like the art book and like a pancake recipe. So if you want to support the game, you can do that. But it is free on
Have
Steam.
you even made the pancakes yet?
I'm going to. I platinum the game on Steam, whatever Steam's platinum version is. I got all the trophies.
Nice.
Great game. Anyways, so when I ordered it, because they posted a link on Twitter, I followed it and I ordered, and then I went back later to check something. They're like, oh yeah, all orders are final. Like you can't cancel because like a pre-order because it doesn't come out for like a month or two, I think. But it doesn't matter. But I ordered from like the Japanese store, and I paid with like used PayPal. And I paid in yen, and I'm like, and I was looking back over it. And I'm like, oh, there's a link for the US shop. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. So I think I might have ended up paying like a little bit more for shipping, but I don't know. I mean, either way, it was like probably like $15 for shipping or something like that. So it wasn't like terrible,
Oh, that's not bad.
but it's what I did this week.
Nice.
Also bought a chair,
Ooh, a chair.
A Razer X gaming chair
an ergonomic office chair for my new desk that I got.
Nice.
for your tiny ass room.
Yeah, I have a desk now. Everything's rearranged. The feng shui's on point, my guy. It is.
Oh, did you finally finish your room?
Just about. I have like two pieces of furniture. I can't decide if I want to keep them or just get rid of them.
Hmm.
But overall, it's a lot better. I'm now officially box spring on the floor type of guy. So it's a red flag for some people, but it's fucking comfy.
There you go.
Yeah, good. Have fun with your fucking knees and back later on in life, my dude.
Hey man, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
There you go.
That's my two like contradicting points on life are like I'm being healthy today so I can be a better degenerate tomorrow, and I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
No. You're looking at life all wrong. You gotta say fuck future you, because you could become an asshole later on in life. You gotta destroy your body early on to protect the
Make
human
that
race.
asshole pay.
To make that asshole pay. Because it's like, man, if I just like brutally fuck up my body at work all the time, where I'm so sore, and then like later on in life, I decide to become like a huge asshole, maybe decide to go on a killing spree, I'll be too tired. Now the cops will be able to catch me before I can kill too many people.
So you just imagine the worst possible version of you, and then you're like, fuck that
What do
guy.
you mean the worst possible version?
And you gave me shit for like bringing up the Pokemon thing. Like, serial murder.
Hey, listen, I sympathize more with serial killers than Pokemon fuckers.
That's
Okay,
alarming.
What is it? Is it 911?
Yeah. Oh.
Man.
I had a buddy in like junior high who like thought it'd be funny to prank call 911, so he did *67911, but like they ate rid of that, and like they were like, hello. Like, we have your coordinates, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, don't prank call the 50. Also, don't swap people.
Yeah, don't swap people.
That's kind of died down. I feel like at least I haven't heard about it in the news recently. That's I think
it's more about people just getting doxxed.
Yeah. But I think that's a step in the right direction. Not swatting people playing Call of Duty.
Or like doxing people and like having people call their works and getting them fired. I feel like that's pretty shitty.
And just don't
That is very shitty.
don't be an asshole. It's, pretty simple philosophy.
Pretty simple.
Be nice. Be nice so we can have nice things.
Yep.
Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob.
I wish I had more interesting stuff to talk about, but I'm not an interesting person.
And yet we decided to start a podcast.
That's right.
That's right. We're just gonna brute force our way into charm.
That's right.
we're gonna
With an iron fist.
with an
Tiny hands.
With my two tiny hands.
hey, put 'em up.
Hey, you fucking cocksucker, you fucking cocksucker. You.
I saw this article. I didn't. To be fair, I didn't read the article, so it could have been like eye-catching headline, and then nothing to do with the headline in the actual article type article. But I saw an article. It's like, is the $70 price tag on the new PS5 game Returnal the reason why it's not selling as many copies as most first-party Sony games typically will sell? And I'm like, maybe. Also, like 3 people have PS5s.
Are games jumping to $70 now?
The non cross-gen ones and the first party exclusives, like the new NBA game is $70, the new Returnal is $70, Ratchet and
Jeez.
Clank is $70. So $10 price increase.
Jesus.
And that's like, I get like $10 on its face, doesn't seem a lot, but you tack that onto an already $60 game, it's
Yeah.
like, especially if like you're
Yeah,
like,
but you usually pay for special editions worth of shit.
that's me personally though, and only on certain games. But like in general, if
And
you're,
it doesn't just come with the game.
right, like I'm buying like a statue or like an art book or whatever it comes
Yeah,
with.
it comes with an art book, sometimes a CD, statue.
Do you remember how much like PlayStation 2 games were back in the day?
Like $60-$50.
Yeah, and that's because it's time for them to get a bump. It's inflation, my dude.
Right, but I do see that where like, you know, the cost of games has increased, but like, for like people who like only buy like one or two games, or especially like one or two new games a year, like that, this makes you like, I was gonna buy this game and this game, and I'm like, I can't really justify that. I'm just gonna buy this game and, you know, play the crap out of it because I can't really justify, you know, paying the $120 for two new games versus now I'm paying $140.
And like when video games were like cheaper to buy, like with this whole inflation thing, it was still reasonable for everyday people for them to be like, yeah, you know, like I can do that. And now it's $60 games, and you have to think, well, you know, like, do we really need to get that?
Yeah, it definitely makes you like think twice about, or three times, like it makes you like, do I really need it? You go back and forth more. Like, also like I don't, and then it depends on the game, but I don't really feel like it's justified. We're like, we're gonna have a $70 game and also have microtransactions in it. It's like, okay, fuck you, because like I definitely think like the game may be like, yeah, probably worth $70. People worked hard on it, but like it's kind of hard to like the way the pros and the cons, like, is it worth buying this thing? And that's why I'm like, especially now, a really a big proponent of like, wait for the game to go on sale. Like anything you get for pre-ordering the game is not worth like the price tag, and most games come out like not 100% patched. Like they have issues, that they have bugs like Returnal, like the like those, I think they're fixing it, but the whole like save corruption and like their save system's kind of wonky. And I don't really know a whole lot of much like to speak on it like in depth, but like wait 6 months and buy the game at half the price, fully patched with all the DLC.
And that's another thing. Now that games are going to be like $70 now, wouldn't that make you mad that you go out and you pre-order, you buy a new game for $70 and it's buggy, you know?
Yeah, it's like you paid to beta test.
Yeah. And like, come on, man.
I saw someone comparing that they said you can't be mad at Cyberpunk for releasing buggy when Fallout New Vegas was buggy. I'm like, well, listen, New Vegas was made in a very tight time period.
Yeah, like it's like a year or two, like
a year and a half.
Like they absolutely did not have enough. How much time they were given, and compared to how good of a product they put out, it's a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
Like they were given almost no time to make that.
Yeah, and they made out with one of the best RPGs of all time.
Which again, like people always forget, like on the whole Fallout thing, it got like an 84 or an 85, like, and then like people loved it, but like people are like, oh, it's kind of buggy and this and that. Like it wasn't. It's not the beloved. It hasn't always been the beloved classic it is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, also the developers got screwed on their bonuses for Oblivion because they were 1%. Their bonuses were based off like the Metacritic scores or whatever, and they were like 1 or 2 points
They
off.
were 1 point off.
Yeah, a 1 point off, and like no,
Because
you're
you
not
have to
good.
get 85. They had to get 85 point on Metacritic in order to get their bonuses, and they got their game rated at 84.
Wow, that fucking sucks.
Yeah,
that is so scummy.
yeah, no,
like that. You know, I think it would make a little bit more sense if it's like, if we're doing good in sales, you guys get bonuses. But it's based on Metacritic.
but reviewed by people who can't beat the first level of Cuphead.
Reviewed by, and then IGN also hating God Hand.
Yeah, I mean, I think most like, I think there's definitely a place for critics and like people who are like, you know, quote unquote experts in the field, but I feel like a lot of like movie critics and game critics kind of fucking suck.
You see, I feel like
not to cause drama or
critics.
anything.
I feel like the hard time about critics is for a long time we trusted them, and, like the reviews of the games, stuff like that. Because all we had to go off of. But now that we have more access to the internet, and we find personalities that we align with politically, or
like our tastes are similar,
and shit like that. And then you value their opinion more, and they tell you like, "Oh, critics are saying this game's bad," but then this guy you like really like watch all his content who's like, "No, this game is the best game I've ever played, best game of the year." I feel like that I trust what my favorite content creators say way more than.
Yeah, because you have a feel for like, oh, this is what you like, this is what I don't like, versus like a big publication's like, who's writing that review? Like, have I read their other reviews? Do I like? Oh, they said Fallout New Vegas was the worst fucking game ever made, and I personally loved it. And then I don't know if that's the same author writing this article, and it's just IGN, right?
Yeah. And who's to say that those gaming companies didn't slip a little dosh? I mean, under the door for them to say something nice about their video games.
It's true, and like I don't have really any insight on like the industry or anything. I'm not involved with it in any way, but like. It doesn't have to be money. It's like, hey, here's our game early. Hey, here's a bunch of promotional material. Hey, here's a bunch of merch. It's not money.
Here's the special PS5 special edition to NBA 2K 2023.
It's like we're not giving you money, but we took all your bosses out for a $3 million dinner and like vacation to Vegas. But we didn't give you any money.
And we paid them for all of them to go to a brothel.
Yeah, we did.
He was caught with chewing gum on his pubis. So it's a Mad Men reference. I'm gonna try to quote Mad Men more in this podcast.
It's gonna be one of your character traits.
Because
insert one Mad Men
God, dude,
quote
you know
every
what?
episode.
I'm sorry to disrupt the conversation. Talk about the greatest TV show ever written. But dude, I have been like sitting at work being like, damn, I want to rewatch Mad Men. But then again. And so I started like listening to like a podcast of these two girls, and the podcast is called like "Shut the Door, Have a Seat," discussion about the Mad Men and they go through each episode.
Is it kind of like the Talking Sopranos?
A little, but they
I have to check that out.
The best part is they act as each. They don't talk about anything after that episode that they're on. So like they only talk about the universe up until that episode.
Oh, because they don't like
they don't go into any spoilers. So when you're watching
nice.
it for the first time, it's really good. And they talk about stuff because like it's really funny because I was just like, they're like, yeah, we've watched it a few times. And they're like, oh, how long have you watched it? And the first girl's like, yeah, I've seen it 6 times. And then the second girl's like, yeah, I've seen it like 11, 12 times. And I was like, pathetic.
Those are rookie numbers.
I've seen Mad Men like 50 times.
Gotta bump those numbers up.
Dude, man, fucking. But yeah, so I started listening to that podcast, and it's like each episode's maybe like 20, 30 minutes. So really easy to like sit down and just kind of binge. And it's really interesting hearing like other people's perspective on like my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it provided you any insight for your show or like change your opinion on any
they
things?
bring up because they have that female brain. They definitely bring up like some more like
No. Say it more degradingly.
I'm just saying they got that they bring up stuff that like as a guy I don't think I would have gotten.
No, I definitely get what he's saying.
Yeah,
because they bring up like stuff where I'm like they bring up the fact of the first episode, like all the guys in the elevator and like how creepy that interaction is with Peggy, and you're like, man, I hope she's working with one of us. Yada yada yada. Man, look at those ankles. Yeah, man, it'd be a shame if we could be. Man, you got darn little ankles. You should show off your ankles. And in my head, like that's creepy, and like super like of the time. But they break down like how like yeah, like that's creepy, and like not all women like that. Even at the time when like, you know, but like there were some girls back in the day who like found that very flattering. Mm-hmm. And like there are some girls nowadays who would find that also flattering. And like, yeah, it's a creepy interaction. There's no justification or excuse for those actions. It's still very prominent of the time.
Right.
And how it also reflects into like how guys act nowadays, where it's just like, and instead of being like, oh, those are some darn little ankles, it's like, yo, mama, you got big milkies.
Mommy milkies.
Oh.
I can't imagine saying mommy milkers unironically. I definitely say like mommy milkers all the time as like a joke, but I couldn't imagine like actually saying that to another human being.
Yeah, just like how I can't imagine you saying bodega.
I swear to fucking God.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back. But yeah, so I'm definitely thinking maybe this week I'm probably gonna rewatch Mad Men. Start rewatching it.
Just binge it all in a week.
I could do it. I've done it before.
I believe you can. But how long is it? Like an hour count wise?
So like each episode is 45 minutes.
Okay.
Except for 2 episodes that are like an hour and a half each.
Okay.
Which I think is like the start of season, the last season.
And it's 45 minutes. And then how many like 12 episodes a season?
Yeah.
And how many seasons are there?
I believe there are 6 or 7.
Let's say 7.
Because like I just remember like I think Mad Men finished in like let me double check.
There, like 65 hours. Yeah, you could do that in a week.
So let me just do some quick pulling up
It'd
here.
be a full-time job, but you could do it.
A full-time job.
65 hours, the normal work week.
Just put in that grind.
Rise and grind,
It is
working
a really-
class.
It is a really great show, though.
So Mad
What,
Men
Mad Men?
finished
Yeah.
in May of 2015, and I remember I started watching it like right before the end because my buddy was like, "Hey man, this TV show, it's fucking solid. You gotta check this out." I'm like, "All right," and I watched the first episode. I was just fucking hooked. I was just fucking in there, and I started rewatching.
Swimwear.
I kind of fucking like binged it all, like, because the last season debuted probably like I want to say maybe in like the last couple months of or the first couple months of 2015. So it's maybe like January, February it came out, and I remember like I started watching it for the first time in December of 2014, and I got up to date before the new season started coming out.
Okay, so you really like went hard on it.
And then we finished, and I watched the last season as it aired, and then immediately after that, I fucking rewatched it again. And immediately after that, I rewatched it again, and immediately after that, I just kept rewatching it. Probably like all my senior year of high school, my junior and senior of high school, I watched Mad Men probably a total of like I want to say like probably like 39, 40 times.
I cannot fucking imagine that.
It's just a good show. It's so good.
I think I watched like the first 3 seasons in like 2015 or like 2016. I rented them from the library because they had them.
I
They
just
had the
remember the
boxes.
hardest part about being a Job Corps was not being able to watch Mad Men.
I don't know why you didn't find a way to get them in a flash drive or.
Well, I didn't have a laptop or anything.
Oh.
Oh yeah. That
But we had other activities we did at Job Corps.
had other ways.
We had other things that we did with our time, such as the hikes and going to the rec hall and eating bowls and bowls of lentil soup.
There you go.
Got lentil soup poisoning.
Dude, that lentil soup wrecked me that night. Where I had
Have
like
you
6
have you had lentil soup since then,
No.
or is it like kind of like tainted?
No,
lentil
it
soup?
wasn't tainted. It was
No,
delicious.
but like has you making yourself sick eating it like tainted your opinion of lentil soup?
Well, I just haven't had the chance to eat it again.
All right, so I'm gonna order some lentil soup right now.
Don't do this to me now.
Don't.
I've
don't
had
test me,
cheese
boy.
today. This isn't a good idea.
Cheese and the linty soup.
Recipe for disaster.
Recipe for a good night.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna rewatch Mad Men. I feel like that'd be a good way to start this. Because I kind of like I watched the first because I'm kind of like stuck in shows that like I like because me and Ness finished The Sopranos and like I really liked that a lot, but like. And I tried picking up like other shows. Like I binge watched the first season of Westworld, and I'm like, like, I enjoyed it, but like, you know,
It's not finding a show that like hooks you.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Pretty much. I need to go back to old reliable.
Old faithful. Kind of got to reset your mind. Then you can maybe find a new show. You got to like cleanse the palate between every new show by rewatching Mad Men.
Yeah.
I think that's-
Or I could just keep rewatching Mad Men until I die.
that is also an option.
That's probably the only option, honestly.
always on the table.
Because it's like every time I watch a TV show, I'm like, man, this is good, but it's not Mad Men good.
You just measure everything, but like it's good, but is it Mad Men good?
Mad Men has set the standard.
Yeah. Mad Men's ruined you for every other
It
show.
has. It really has. It's ruined my enjoyment of like so many shows. Sopranos though, I really got into the Sopranos. Still am really into the Sopranos. I want to rewatch that again also.
Yeah. Do you think it's like one of those things where you need to wait like a couple of months, or you can like dive right back in?
I could dive right back in. I just chose not to.
Okay. I've kind of been on like an anime kick recently.
Yeah,
yeah?
you watched so you finally finished all of Ghost in the Shell?
So I was cleaning my room when I was watching the second season. I'm like, I kind of want to pay attention to this, so I turned it off and I started rewatching Space Dandy, and I fucking love Space Dandy.
Dude, gotta go. You know, what's our favorite restaurant in Space Dandy?
Boobies.
Boobies, dude. Where 0 G's meet double D's.
So, I've actually written down a few of my favorite quotes so far.
Please tell
I'm
me.
gonna pull them up real quick, but I'm gonna finish that. I think then I think I'm gonna jump into Bento, that little mini series about. It's basically like making fun of like fighting animes, but where they go to the supermarket and they fight over half-price bentos.
Oh my god, that sounds hilarious.
It looks like I saw an ad for it on Funimation. And I'm like, I bought it on Amazon the same day. It came today, so I'm gonna finish Space Dandy, jump into that, and then I think I'm gonna jump into Black Lagoon, and then Ghost in the Shell at some point in there, and then I'm gonna go back through Shampoo and Bebop. So I'm kind of been on like a classic anime kick. But anyways, some of my favorite quotes so far. Let me get my dandy voice on. So it's the thing is like the first or second episode, they're in the hospital, and QT the robot's like, you can't stay in the hospital unless you're sick, and then he's like, I am sick. All these babes are giving me a fever.
Oh man.
And then the fucking best quote today was from Meow. It's like, did some hot dogger Bogart your Betty?
Oh man.
I don't know what that means fully, but I fucking love it.
Space Dandy's basically Johnny Bravo.
Is anime Johnny Bravo? Yeah.
Yep, he's anime Johnny Bravo.
Then there's the classic. Pancakes are too sweet for the bitter pain consuming my heart. And Meow's like, what do you think he meant by that? And QT goes, maybe he wanted waffles instead. The dialogue is so great. But I've been really enjoying that, so I've been kind of on like an anime kick.
I started rewatching Evangelion last weekend.
Ooh.
Because I was like, every time I think of Evangelion, because I only see it maybe like 2 or 3 times, and I always just remember like the cool robot fights, because I think mechs are cool and I love Gundams, and I'm watching it and I'm like sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, robot fights are so cool, and then I'm like, man, this show's fucking sad.
It's just surprising to me because that when you decide to watch the whole series, that whole oh yeah cool Max fighting,
It's like
it wears
totally-
off in the first episode.
But you watch like an AMV and you're like, oh yeah, cool mech fighting. I should rewatch Evangelion. You watch Evangelion, pain.
Oh man, and then there's the movies.
You know what part like really like stuck at home for me? Like I remember just like how sad this fucking anime is. It's just like where the scene, or the part where like he's like super depressed and he's like on the fucking train and he's listening to the same song on repeat for like 3 days.
Yeah,
Like that's a mood, dude. That's a straight mood.
That's a fucking mood sometimes.
yeah.
Oh, are there 3 movies?
I believe there is. Yeah, there is.
There's 2 and they're making a 3rd one.
Okay. Wait, is it like the Bebop movie where like it like takes place within like the show, or does he watch it before or after? Like what's like the timeline for
You watch them after.
Okay, so like watch the
Yeah, you
show
watch
and then
them
watch the
after.
movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Cuz I didn't mean to rewatch that.
Yeah, the last recent one was really sad. Pretty sad. Really great animation. Really great aesthetics.
Mhm.
The creator for the series is kind of a pretentious asshole. I will say that. But it's a good series. I feel like it's like an anime. People should watch it at least once.
Yeah.
You know?
People that say like Evangelion is overrated are both right and also very wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just tired of seeing the figurines and merchandise.
Yeah, I really do wonder, like, when people say, "Oh, that like X property is overrated," if they just mean like, "I'm tired of the saturation." Like, it as a whole, it's not overrated, but like the fact that like it's so like everywhere, that can get like tiring and kind of like tarnish your opinion of it to a degree.
Like I feel the same way about Demon Slayer.
I haven't seen that one.
Tired of seeing shit about Demon Slayer. We get it. He wears a boar head. Okay.
That's how I feel about Attack on Titan.
Yo, okay, but first off,
It's a good show, but like,
No, you shut up.
no, like I'm like, because I remember watching the first season back in like 2013.
yeah, like when it first
aired.
came out.
and then like,
That was a long time ago.
and then like I remember like having to wait so long for like the second season, and I never ended up watching it. And now that like it's coming to an end or something like that, I keep seeing clips of it on like TikTok and like YouTube and shit. I'm like, man, this shit looks hype, but like, should I rewatch it? I don't know.
No, the ending sucked.
I think I watched like the first season when it came out, and then I like immediately like forgot about it. And people were like, oh, like the 5th season's out. I'm like, they made more than one season.
I remember when someone described it to me as like, dude, Jacob, you like Spider-Man? Like, Spider-Man's all right. He's like, you like Berserk? I'm like, yeah, I think Berserk's like the hypest shit in the fucking world. And he's like, dude, this anime is like Spider-Man Berserk. Like, they fly around and shit, and it's super gory. And like, I get it, and like, I watched it, and I'm like, yeah, but like, Berserk's gory, but like, it has like dualities of man and
Oh, the duality of man.
and shit like that, and like understand like the deep consciousness of the human psyche. Fucking Attack on Titan is just a bunch of angry sad boys who turn into big scary monsters.
And then all the humans decide that this would be a lot better to create mass genocide.
Mass genocide.
And the
did
creators-
I mention that they're German?
And the
Where have
creator,
we seen this
the
before?
creator of the show is a Nazi ideologist.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's very, very. It makes me think about how some people in Japan perceive history when it comes to World War II.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, you can either go like the Godzilla approach or the Attack on Titan approach.
Well, I think that the Godzilla approach is more like a commentary on like post-war Japan, and like
The devastating effects of
like
nuclear war.
that and like the effects from like their country being nuked and like how that affected society and all that jazz. But I don't know. I think it's not like a new or a hot take or anything, but I feel like the most annoying part about anime is people who like anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that picture of like a bully shoving a kid into a locker, and it's like kid who likes anime getting shoved in a locker, and the bully says me who also likes anime.
True.
It's how it
I'm
be.
always like, someone's like, man, do you watch anime? I'm like, no, that shit's stupid. And I get home, I'm like, man, you know what's really cool? Fucking Gundam.
Fucking gun. I don't know. I feel like people who base their whole like personality around like I like anime. It's like okay, buddy. I'm sure. Okay, you be over there. You do your thing. I'm just not gonna interact with you.
So you are my backup.
But like that being said, like I do like really love when like you come across people who are like really passionate and do like super crazy deep dives about like the story and the background and like the character
Yeah,
analysis. I
yeah.
love shit like that.
Yeah.
But I also on like a day-to-day basis, you run into someone like, oh, you like anime, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta go.
I mean, okay. I feel like there's two sides of the spectrum of anime fans.
So it's a good choice of words.
There's a super eye patch wolf side, and then there's the anime man side. If you don't,
I get
Jacob knows
exactly.
what I'm talking
I get
about.
exactly what you're talking about. And then on this, there's a subcategory under each of those. So underneath anime man is his girlfriend.
oh yeah.
You like Yuri?
And okay, it's fucking hilarious. So okay, so do you know about the anime man?
Oh, please.
It sounds familiar, but like I'm drawing a pretty big blank. So kind of refresh me and the listeners.
He's half Australian, half Japanese.
Filthy Frank?
Huh?
Filthy Frank?
He's not Australian, you dumb fuck.
Stupid.
You live there though. Same thing. You live there,
Also-
you become Australian. That's how that works, right?
Also, on that thing you said, two sides of the spectrum.
That was the joke.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I just thought I want to reiterate how funny that was.
Oh,
I did not mean to. I did not mean to.
but it was unintentionally. That's
Okay.
why I said something. And
Okay.
Jacob's like, "Oh, look, the joke."
Oh man, I didn't mean it that way.
That's why I said it was okay. Anyways, we've established.
Well, I'll start to play. I meant it that way.
Yeah, if he runs a YouTube channel. If you get from his channel, he's an anime man. He
Yeah.
knows about the animes.
The onomatopoeias.
Yes, but
He has some pretty hot takes.
pretty hot takes. He's very, how do I say this, like cringy.
Like Fedora Katana cringe, like
I wouldn't say
Gaijin
that
cringe.
like he's eccentric. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
He does have a following. Like I think he has like at least like 1 million subscribers.
Okay, it's pretty big.
Now we're fucking punching up right here.
Yeah, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Punch up, punch down, punch any direction you want.
I think he made a YouTube video where he was upset because somebody was talking about anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying issues like the issues of like, I want to say like certain controversial issues with anime sometimes.
Involving underage people. And how that's okay in Japan.
Yeah,
Because it's part of their culture.
Yeah, that.
I think I've seen the thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
He recently, like, I think he made a YouTube channel where he did what is it? The whole grading system for different hentai anime.
Oh, the tier list.
Yeah, he did a tier list of different hentai anime. He also did I think a tier list of like waifus in anime, and about like a lot of them are underage.
Okay,
Well,
so
okay,
real quick before we move on is, I've been known to dip into the hentai from time to time.
God damn it! I was
Let-
hoping we could get through this whole
let
podcast.
me finish, all right? Like, I like a lot of different things, all right? But I fucking hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable and like just totally kills the vibe. Is like, you know, looking for whatever, and it's like incest or underage. Like, why? Why the fuck does this exist? I fucking hate it.
Bro, I hate to break this to you, but that's also in normal pornography as well.
I know, but it makes
and
me.
there's a lot of it.
I'm aware of that, and it doesn't make it any fucking better. Like, it's it's fucking sickening, but like it just like bothers me
Yeah.
on like literally
Well,
every
the thing
level.
is, like, I think what makes it worse in like hentai and anime is the fact that like in America, for the most part, they try to hide it. Like, oh, she's barely legal. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. In Japan,
that
it's
shit
just
too.
like
I hate that shit. I hate that shit in
yo,
normal porn, too.
She is literally underage.
It's like two things. Like don't let me point the sign again. Drawings of underage girls are still underage girls, and I fucking can't stand like barely legal just for 18. Like, fuck that. Like, I fucking hate that too in normal porn.
Mhm.
It's legal, but it still makes me uncomfortable. Maybe because I'm getting older. But even when I was younger, I'm like, this is kind of riding a line that's like not great.
Nope.
Plus, like the porn industry is kind of fucked because
Yeah,
of like drug abuse and a whole bunch of other shit.
The legal age of consent in Japan is 13. Love Japan, but the do better when it comes to protecting your children.
Yeah, do better.
That reminds me. I think recently Australia. I don't know if it was they banned. They banned Lolicon. I think it's either hentai or Lolicon that they banned.
I think it was hentai, and then like lolly shit was like just kind of blanket included.
Yeah, and
Grandfathered in.
Yeah, guess who got upset about that?
The pedos.
And a YouTuber.
So, but to bring it back to some more wholesome shit.
Not to get political, but kill your local pedo.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
for real. Shoot him fucking dead.
This is a pretty heavy topic.
Yeah, like this is supposed to be like
why I
a
wanna
lighthearted
Which is why I want to
podcast.
pull it away from this heavy shit, and let's get back to talking about. So,
Should we cut this?
Let's give it a listen. Let's let it like marinate for a day, and then like if you're like, oh no, this doesn't actually fit with the rest of the podcast, we'll go ahead and pull this out.
to bring it back to something more lighthearted. Back to tier lists. If you an anime, what would be in like your top tier list for anime, and why? Like, what makes your favorite animes your favorite animes?
That's a good question. I would actually have to sit and think about that.
Would you like me to go first? Because I was thinking about
Go
it while
ahead.
you guys were talking.
I have something. I have an off the cuff answer, but like Ness, I think I'd have to like actually like sit down and like think about it to give you a more definitive. But I got like a top 3 that I can just
Yeah,
like
just give me
off the hip.
give me a top 3 and like the reasons why you think they're great.
So like first off, I mean it's a classic Cowboy Bebop because it's like the first anime that I ever like got into, and like was really to kind of introduce me like. Well, I think like Steam Boy, if you count that, was like the first anime that I can recall watching. But as far as like anime shows, Cowboy Bebop. I loved the setting. I loved the characters. It had perfect voice acting. The soundtrack, the art style, literally everything about it, like just hit me on every level. I'm like, I fucking love this. That was the biggest thing for a long time for me was like certain animation styles were like a barrier to entry for me. And just like some of like, I'm not sure if it's like just like a translation thing or like a localization thing, but just like the anime, how like their hyper realized world is like different than like if you acted like an anime character, you'd be fucking cringe.
Mm-hmm.
So like some of that I've gotten like accustomed to. I'm like, oh, it's kind of par for the course of certain anime, and I can kind of look past it and still enjoy the show as a whole. But Bebop didn't really have any of that. It had like a perfect animation style. You know, it just like it was really sad, and I was like kind of a sad boy. And I'm like, damn, this is like some lonesome cowboy shit, and like it really speaks to me. So I don't know. Bebop is probably still holds number 1 in my heart.
There you go.
And then like Champloo is up there too. But just the time I found it, the subject material and just the production, just all did it for me. So how about you?
For me, I'd probably I can name like 2. They're like my definitive for like my favorite anime. One would probably be the first one that like, excuse me, I like hardcore got into was probably Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Ooh, that's not a good one.
Like I feel like it's just a solid fucking show, good plot, fucking compelling shit. I cry at the ending. I remember my mom was like, "Why are you crying to these cartoons?" I'm like, "Mom, these cartoons are my family." But fucking
That's really cute, actually. Wholesome.
and then my other favorite one would probably be like Berserk, just because I like the idea of like Guts being such like a, like because like everyone thinks like Guts as being like big fucking angry boy running around. Fuck you, Griffith! I'm gonna find you and put my sword through your fucking dick beaters. And fucking, but it's also just like how Guts is like so traumatized by all the shit that happened to him, and like how he just wants to still protect like Kaz and shit like that.
Yeah, he still wants to be good.
He still wants to be good, but at the same time, every time he thinks about Griffith, he is filled with incandescent rage.
Of 1,000 suns.
God, fucking Berserk is so fucking good, and every 8 year that the new chapter Berserk doesn't get released, the less faith I have that it will ever be finished. I remember there was this bit from Super Best Friends back in the day. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if like the creator of Berserk dies and they go in his office and like there's like a note on his desk. It's just like the end of Berserk is Griffith and Guts put aside their differences and became best friends. And I'd be like, I'd fucking yak.
That would actually be kind of funny though.
No, it wouldn't.
In a sense, like from like the artist's point of view, it'd be kind of a funny fuck you. Like, see, you can see the humor in it. I would say.
No, there's no humor in Berserk.
I would still be frustrated. Don't get it twisted. But it'd also be kind of funny.
Let's see if I had to. I really don't know because I feel like there's I kind of distance myself from anime.
Yeah.
For like a while, I Full Metal Alchemist. I think it's a solid anime. So it's definitely up there.
I feel like it's one of the best, to be honest. Like it's just got a right amount of like it's got like serious tones. It's got some comedy episodes, and like there's only a few filler episodes, which is great.
It's got the sauce. Got that secret sauce.
Yeah, and it's not like your fucking Naruto's or your fucking Bleaches or your fucking One Pieces, where it's just like, hey, here's like 6 arcs of just nothing but filler.
Another one I would probably say maybe like Fooly
Ooh, yes.
Fooly, because I feel like it's a great. I don't think I've seen much anime go and explore in depth the struggle of being an adolescent, and I feel like Kurikuri did a pretty good job at that. And it's a really great anime. I love the art style. The music is absolutely solid. The Pillows is like one of my favorite bands.
Oh yeah, the pillows.
Chef's kiss.
The
Yeah.
pillows are so good.
Another one I would probably go. I think Monster is a pretty good, solid, like crime anime.
I think I've seen that one.
It's a really good. I think you would like it.
Okay.
I think if I had to recommend anime to you, I'd recommend Monster and Lane.
Lang?
Lane. Lain.
Okay. Monster and Lane. Not Monster Lane.
No.
Okay.
They're two separate animes. Monster and the other one Lane. But yeah, like it. So it's. I don't want to compare Lane to Ghost in a Shell, but
Like similar vibes.
it has similar vibes, but it's kind of, it's kind of very like cyber techy,
Okay.
but also
I'm into
like,
that.
in the sense that Evangelion's also depressing.
Yeah. I like sad shit.
Yeah. So I think you'd like those anime.
I'm gonna do a little magic right here and add those to my list.
Yeah, I've been wanting to cop a series of Lane. But yeah. Oh, also, this is the one that I hear nobody talk about. Like
Ooh,
nobody talk
Hipster
about.
over here.
Mushishi I feel like is a great anime.
What's that one about?
It takes place in like an older era of Japan, and it deals with like the supernatural beings that are in the realm of not dead, but they're not fully alive, so they exist in.
Oh, I think I saw something about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think it's a really beautiful anime. It's a really, really great. I feel like it's like a chicken soup for the soul type of anime.
Ooh, that's a good analogy. Chicken
Yeah.
soup. For
I
the
haven't
soul.
heard that expression in a long ass time.
I've never heard that expression.
Fuck.
before.
Now I want some chicken soup with rice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ooh.
yo, you guys want to do dinner after this?
I already ate.
Okay.
Yeah, we had Chipotle before you showed up.
That's right. You offered me half a burrito.
No, I've heard you have a burrito bowl. You fucking idiot.
The key detail eludes me. What a fool I've been. I played myself like a damn fiddle.
Go to the fucking corner, you fucking degenerate shitbird.
Let me get the cap.
No cap.
Nice. But I'll have to check that one out too.
But yeah, definitely. I think you'd really like those anime.
I think
I think they suit your style.
add to the list.
It may not be like Cowboy Bebop, but I think you definitely will appreciate those anime.
Yeah, I'll definitely check them out. I know it's a hot button issue, but like, call me what you will, anime fans. But like, if the English dub is acceptable, I'll watch it in English. The default is Japanese, and typically that sounds better. But sometimes I want to like do stuff and watch an anime.
Yeah.
So like Bebop, English. It's like my boy Steve Blum. His voice is that's Spike Spiegel to me.
Okay.
The Japanese voice actor probably did a kick-ass job, but hashtag not my Spike Spiegel. Not my Jet Black.
There you
Not
go.
my Faye Valentine.
Not my Ein.
Not my Ein. Not my Ed.
Oh, now I want a corgi.
Dude, that show is like, damn, corgis are pretty tight though.
I want a corgi.
But you all know your corgi would never be as cool as Ein.
Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong.
But he won't be like a genetically engineered super dog. He'll just be the best boy.
Or girl. Don't be sexist, you fuck.
I'm using BOI. Thank you very much. It's a gender neutral term. But yeah.
Excuse me, Your Honor. My client identifies in the singular they, them pronouns.
When are you gonna play your Killer Instinct?
Well, I don't have a fucking N64 on tap currently. It's at my
Loser.
brother's got it.
N64 on tap. Yo, where's that microbrew? Where's the 2011 to 2014 microbrews of the video game themed beers?
Speaking of video game thing, I found a candle company that makes video game scented candles.
It's pretty neat.
So like it's just like Rapture. It smells like cigarettes, liquor, and seawater.
Alcohol,
That's
liquor,
exactly.
booze.
Fuck. That's exactly what I want my candle to smell like. And you fucking did it now, Vanessa. You fucking.
No, don't do that shit. Not on the pod.
No, wait, fuck it, Jacob. We're doing it live.
No, dude, I have to edit this.
It's a little,
I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
I'm begging for help. I'm screwing for help. Let me out. Let me out.
I will throw this glass bottle at you if you fucking play that.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
They're not gonna get the if people listening, and they're not gonna get the.
Yeah, it's not
context.
gonna be fucking funny.
But if you know, you know.
Yeah, like
If
the
you know,
three
you're the
people.
real one.
Jacob can edit.
I'm gonna edit that out.
No, on the YouTube video, just like put up that clip. Just
Yeah, yeah.
just like mute my audio, like mute the audio for the podcast, and just play that. Just insert that clip into the YouTube video.
If
Fine.
you won't edit it, I will do it.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'll do it,
All right.
and that'll make you happy.
It would.
If Jacob is anything, he is a people pleaser.
Yeah, but I'll do it on one condition. Make it out here on time next time.
I'll do what I can.
No.
What if
no.
I have to stop at the local bodega and grab some bevy?
Oh,
Oh,
tally one for bodega.
Look at that. He used it. I haven't heard him use the word convenience store yet and bodegas. So
I haven't talked to you at all this week.
whose fault is that?
Yours.
No, I call you every day.
It's your fault.
I call you every day, and sometimes you're like, dude, I'm busy. I'm working out right now. I can't talk.
You consistently call me, like whenever I'm like mid workout. But
Yeah,
it's
and then I'm
okay.
always like, hey, call me back when you're on working out, and like you always forget
I
sometimes.
call you back. Well, I did forget, and I am sorry for that. But I call you back like an hour and a half later. Post workout when I'm all sweaty.
Oh, you're sweaty for Jakey.
Yeah.
Big arm spaghetti.
Fuck.
Put my cock in a locker room.
Wait, what? Is it actually an Eminem line?
No,
I actually don't. I legitimately don't know.
remember that video? I got my cock in a locker room.
Didn't it come out of him of something?
Oh, Dalia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he cheated on his wife, but like the media picked it up like he was like having sex with minors.
Oh, so that was a lie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So like all the screenshots.
Well, he still cheated on his wife.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, but that's
but cheating to like having sex with minors is like apples and oranges. Like it's a whole different fucking
But
game.
they're still fruit.
Right.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
more,
he's-
bad analogy.
yeah.
It's still terrible. It's still not good.
yeah,
but,
still
like,
scumbag.
Still scumbag for sure.
But we don't have to get our pitchforks and torches.
Right. Exactly. Like
Why would you grab pitchforks and torches when a fucking cannon does just fine?
Have you tried buying ammo in this economy, Jacob?
Dude, make your own ammo.
And don't tell the ATF about it. But no, anyway, so like there's some screenshots that like came out where it's like as soon as like the person said they were 18, he's like, okay, we'll see ya. Or like they weren't of age. He's like, okay, that's cool. Sorry, bye. Like immediately cut it off as soon as like they told said how old they were. So as far as I'm aware, to this day, like there was he didn't have any sex with like minors or anything like that. He just cheated on his wife,
I
which
see.
is still kind of a scumbag move.
And I also think it's shitty for people to kind of warp it. You know,
Yeah.
of doing that to somebody. You know, I haven't really looked it up at all or anything. I just heard about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the full context of it, but if that truly is 100% a lie, it's coming for people to go and make really awful claims like that about somebody.
Yeah.
And if that is, if it is true, then we'll get our cannons.
Yeah, then we get our cannons. Yeah, he put out a statement and like he apologized. Like, I think him and his wife are trying to work it out because like they have a kid, so they're trying to like
Mm-hmm.
do that. So he released like an apology. I think he's doing the podcast. He's back. He's stopped for a while and he's back to doing it again. And then as far as I'm aware of, all the information that came out is that there was none of that going on. to my knowledge, to date.
Well, you know, let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Just don't cheat on your partner, folks. Here's a pro tip.
Oh, that's a pro tip right there.
Yeah. I know it's a real difficult one. But just don't cheat.
Especially in these trying times.
Just trying. So just take an egg instead for these difficult times.
Man, I would like to gloss over just one funny thing that happened during my week, if you guys wouldn't mind.
Go ahead.
So
Lay it on us.
my coworker that I always get in like a little bit not like altercations with, but more just like me and him always like banter with each other back and forth, kind of just like as
It's like this like work, like shooting the shit.
just shooting the shit, breaking some balls,
Yeah.
and fucking he always threatens to like poke my eye out
Yeah.
because I keep threatening to like put him in an old folks home, and he's like, I'm gonna set up traps, and and he's like, I'm gonna set up traps, it's gonna stab you right in the eye, and like you're gonna lose your sight. I'm like, huh, that's funny. And I picked up something. I'm like, huh, what does it say? Front towards enemy.
Just casually playing with claymores at work.
Yeah, so it's the only way to teach these old fucks what to do.
It's true. Down now. What if you put a claymore on a claymore while watching the show Claymore?
It'll just cancel it out, and nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
That's how you do the warthog jump in Halo 3.
Oh, damn. And if I know anything about physics, the physics in Halo 3 are applied to real life.
I love it when you like flip the elephant in Halo 3 in the game. Usually when like you flip a vehicle, it's like press this button to flip the vehicle, and you flip the elephant, which is like the biggest vehicle in the game. It's like super hard to flip. It's like press to flip the what? How the fuck did you do that?
I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed at this point.
Ness, I really think you gotta play Halo. I feel
Sounds fun. If you guys will play with me.
Play Halo.
Yeah, dude, we could play split screen Halo.
Yo,
Oh, that sounds fun.
we'll get some fucking Doritos and some
Get
Mountain
some
Dew.
Doritos, dude.
Yeah, have
Mountain Dew.
a game night.
Man, what a party! Like, I'm not even being.
We should do that when we go out. When we
That
house,
sounds
we
like
should do
a
that.
really
That sounds
great
really fucking
time.
fun.
We should do that when we house sit for my mom.
Oh, yo, I'm fucking down.
We just
I'm down.
We get some pizzas, have some snacks.
Ooh, I'm excited.
It's
We're adults. We're excited about playing Halo.
Hell yeah. Some
man,
things.
adult money is dangerous, man.
It really is, dude. I bought some anime stickers recently.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for you to bring this up.
Yeah, I got I don't know how to pronounce their name. I think it's AHO on Twitter. I don't know how to say that. I'm not even gonna attempt it. But they have anime, they have memes, they have tactical waifus, which I'm all about. And so I bought a couple of stickers. I bought like Legionary Chan. I bought their OC. Bought a couple stickers. They're like really nice stickers.
Nice.
And I'm excited to put them. I don't know where I want to put them though. I think I might put them on my laptop, but I haven't decided yet. But they're very nice. Go check them out. Really, really cool shit.
There we go. We'll put links in the
In the description.
in the
link.
description. There we go. Yeah. Awesome.
But yeah, if you want to get yourself some cool anime. Oh, the coolest fucking thing I bought from them is they do patches and stuff. And there's one I almost bought. It was a Arasaka bolt action rifle. It's a Japanese rifle from World War II, and it had like the rising sun, and in Japanese I'm pretty sure it says "come and take it," which is fucking great. And then the one I ended up buying though is like if like Americana was done in like a Japanese like art style, and it's the big iron on his hip.
Nice.
It's so fucking cool, dude.
Nice.
It's Marty Robbins. I'm so excited to put it on my jacket.
You gotta get a new denim.
I do it like on the back, like on the collar.
It's been ripping for like 3 or 4 years.
It's bad. Like it is. It's like almost unwearable at this point. But I gotta take all my buttons and shit off of it. I do. The only reason I'm still wearing it is because a friend of mine in school, she drew a Fairburn Skis commando knife, which, little history lesson for you, was a couple of British guys who were stationed in China, I believe, like pre-World War II. There was this like a fighting knife that a lot of, I think, either like the local like criminals were using or like the local police were using, and they took like that basic design and they tweaked it a little bit, and it's kind of like a diamond shaped blade, so when you stab, you can't. It's really fucking hard to suture. And there was a commander knife they developed, and they used them like for the British like commandos in World War II, and so those knives were used to kill fascists. So it's a really fucking cool knife.
Nice. That sounds pretty cool. And your friend from high school drew that?
No, my friend from Job Corps, Beth.
Oh.
I had her draw that on the arm, and it turned out really, really cool. So I might just like cut out that part and like try to sew it on my new jacket or something as like a patch.
Nice.
So I really like that. It's a cool knife. It's a cool story. I watched this is a video. I can link it in the description. But it's this old like British dude talking about how to use the knife, and he's like just like casually describing how to brutally murder Nazis, and it's incredible.
Amazing.
Mint.
Fucking mint. But yeah, get really excited about that knife there for a second.
All the more to talk on the podcast.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
We are at an hour 31. You guys wanna?
I think we should call it.
I think we should wrap it up for today. Thank you guys all so much for tuning into this episode
Yes,
of
thank
Backcountry.
you. Thanks for stopping by. You wanna take us out, Ness?
All right. We're wrapping up our second video. For those who had stuck around for the whole entire podcast, we humbly thank you.
Thank you.
Itadakimasu.
We are gonna. It only goes up from here.
Yes, sir.
Continue to support us. We have our Patreon,
Yes.
our Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook.
At this point, and throw us any support for our channel. Give us some criticisms. We're still new to this game. If you like what you hear, if you like our enthusiasm and
Share
what
with
we
a
talk
friend.
about, show us some love.
Yes. All of our shit is linked there. All of our socials. If you want to find us, head over to the Patreon, and we're on Twitter at @Backcountry.
That's right. And with that, we'll see you until next time.
Bye-bye.
Das Vidania, friends.